The real impacts of a housing market recession, you guys are really not going to want to miss out on this article. This is basically outlining where we're at and where we're going and what we should be doing. Check this out. The key takeaways from this article, which I will have a link to this article down in the description below. It's very, very awesome. I encourage you guys to read it in full. But basically, the key takeaways. A housing market recession occurs when home sales decline for 6 months straight, which officially happened in July 2022. So basically, we are in a housing market recession. The two main forces are driving the housing market recession: increased interest rates and increased construction costs. So we got rates going up because of inflation. We have increasing construction costs. We got higher labor, higher materials. Again, inflation is making everything go up, and as a result, we're raising rates to bring it down. We'll see how that all works out. And the third one here is, when the housing recession is done, we will enter a housing recovery cycle. This is the best time to buy below market value properties. I'm gonna read this one more time. It's very, very important. This is the best time to buy below market value properties. A lot of people are like, duh, no kidding, buy low, sell high. I get it, all right? I get it. But guys, buying a house, it's an emotional decision. You're ready when you're ready, right? You're ready when you get the down payment. If you don't have the down payment, let's just say, God forbid, a family member passes and you get this big inheritance. Let's just say you get $100,000 inheritance, okay? Well, there's your down payment. There's your 20% down payment for a nice place pretty much anywhere in the United States, okay? $500,000, okay, it's not gonna get you much in Hawaii. It's not gonna get you much in LA. But you know what? Places like Texas, places like Florida, it could get you something really nice. Regardless, you get $100,000, okay? And you want to buy a house at that moment, you want to put the money in somewhere. It's going to be hard for you to wait, right? It's going to be hard for you to be like, hey, maybe the market's too high, maybe I should wait. But like what this article says, the best time to buy is when, we're in a recession, in a housing recession. So right now, unfortunately, houses are super duper high right now. This is the Redfin weekly housing market data, and it shows how blue line was 2019, black line was 2022, red 2020, orange 2021, and you see how much prices rose basically because low interest rates, people and low inventory. The people who could afford it went ahead and bought up all the houses in the market, to hedge against inflation. Then as rates went up, those people dried up. Now we basically have a lot less buyers. And now the people, like the regular families that just want to upgrade, maybe from renting to buying, they're in the market. Right now, those people are saying, hey, I'm not buying. There's no way I'm going to buy right now. It's too expensive, right? You have investors who might start wanting to jump in. But, like if you think about, home flippers, I don't think home flippers really want to jump in right now because they're basically jumping in at the top of the market. So they buy a fixer-upper. They got to throw in an extra $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 to fix it up, or maybe $100,000 for them to turn around and sell that house. I mean, you're gonna really need to the market has to be hot for that to happen, because right now things are going down. So you don't know how fast they're gonna go down. So those people are gonna sit. And maybe they have, maybe some of these contractors, these small contractors, what they probably did, the smart ones, I would assume, as they were, basically flipping in the last year as prices were going up a lot and they were able to make money. Possibly what they could do was now, instead of them unloading their properties, if they still have some fixer-uppers already fixed, they could be in the rental market. They could go ahead and rent them as the market cools off. Man, they're making hand over fist on the rental. I mean, the rental market right now is through the roof, which I sort of don't agree with, but it is what it is. I don't agree with it because I think it's you're basically hurting the most vulnerable people, right? And we need these people to spend the money somewhere else, not on rent. We need them to be spending it on, the mall, shopping for products. But when you hand it off to a landlord, I don't know, whatever. It's I know people that are renting their house. and they're sort of renting it below what the market is. They're being very good to their tenants because they want to keep them. And I know other situations where like you have apartment complexes, even small apartment complexes where the management company is just raising it. They don't care if they kick you out. It's a whole different scenario. So definitely, if I only have one property, but if I was to have a second property right now, if all the bills penciled out and everything was fine, I think I would want to possibly mark my rental property below market value because again, I want to treat my tenants good. I've been the renter where the landlord was really happy with my family living there because we always paid on time. And we took care of the house really good. We always let her know when things were breaking, but she was great, right? And she gave us a really good deal, an amazing deal. So it was awesome. So it really gave us the ability to really stay there, gave us the ability to save money. But when you have like companies that own like multiple apartment complexes and stuff like that, they don't care, man. You're just a number to them. And if they could get more, if they see that there's a supply and demand crunch in the rental market and they could charge more, that's what they're doing. I'm just not into that. I don't really like it. But anyways, so contractors, could be sitting on some of their properties if they didn't flip them already, but they could be renting them, paying that mortgage, which is not a bad idea. But as a whole, I see it slowing down, and I don't see, if someone's jumping into the market right now, buying their home, if everything pencils out, like I said, if you come into an inheritance or something and you want to buy a house right now, yeah, jump in. But I think like if you're not in a rush, and again, this is all my opinion, all right? If you're not in a rush, you could probably buy in that same neighborhood in about 6 months for a lot cheaper. And I'm arguing that you could probably get it even a lot cheaper in 12 months or 18 months, because with inflation being where it's at, and to be able to bring it down to the 2% level, which is healthy inflation, we're going to have to really slow down the economy. And by slowing down the economy, just listen to what that means, right? You're slowing it down. What does that equate to? Is less consumption, and less consumption means basically less money being generated, which leads to a whole mess of factors, and it's stressful. It's stressful for a lot of people. When you're in a job that, I've worked in small companies, and when we go through these periods and sales slip, everyone's kind of looking at each other like, ooh, what's going to happen next? Like we need to increase sales, but you see the sales. If the sales are not there, that, things are in trouble, and you try to basically do your best job. In many ways, when we do go through these down periods, when you're at work and you're maybe scared that something could happen, my advice is like, always, work on your skills, do the best job that you can, because there will always be opportunities, even though when it feels like the world is falling apart. Let me tell you, I remember in 2008, around 2008, like 2007, 2008, when the market was crashing, and they were like, Washington Mutual's going out of business. And I'm like, wait, I have Washington. I was like, I have Washington Mutual. What do you mean it's going out of business? Where's my money? And like, whenever you walk into a bank, it has that little sticker that says, they guarantee it for like $250,000. But I'm like, well, like, we're going to put this to the test, like all these people are going to rush the banks, and, how, are they going to have the money? I don't know. It was just crazy. And suddenly Chase bought Washington Mutual, and then like, it was just, they changed the logo, right? That's what happened. But I'm gonna tell you that there was like an afternoon that I was like literally like, okay, I'm gonna go to the bank and I'm gonna ask for all my money. Like, I'm out. I was like, I'm gonna be that guy. Like, and I guess I did. I think I even went, like, I sat in the parking lot for a little bit, but I didn't do anything. But anyways, all that stuff is very stressful, right? You could see how that's very, very stressful. And right now we might be heading into weird times, and we just have to, stay focused. At the end of the day, like I said, Chase bottom, and the logo changed and nothing happened, right? Like now I have Chase. Like I had Washington Mutual, now I have Chase. So things like that happen, we're just gonna have to see how it all plays out. But right now, definitely my advice is pay off, don't acquire any more debt because rates are going up, which means, everything's gonna cost more, especially credit card debt. So just relax, save your money, pay off your debt, and get ready for an amazing buying opportunity, because I think in the next few 6 months to a year, maybe 2 years, maybe 3 years, I think home prices are going to be a lot lower, and it's going to be hot. It's going to be a hot market. And remember, when real estate starts taking off, it doesn't take off overnight. It takes a while because people have to make the money. People have to, get that down payment. They have to buy the house. It's hard buying a house. It's hard to qualify for loans. There's a lot that goes into buying a house. So it doesn't happen overnight. It's not like, Tesla stock shooting up to the moon and, in 3 days. No, it doesn't work like that. It's a slow thing because again, you have to go and buy the house, view the house, inspect the house. And it takes, months. Anyways, you will have great buying opportunities. And if there's stocks out there, man, start eyeing them, because I think, again, the stock market is probably going to hit a reset there because it's been hot for a long time. But, let's see how it all, all plays out. Now, I'm going to go ahead and finish this video, and I want to just say thank you guys so much for everyone who's been watching my videos and supporting my channel. Really means a lot to me. Thank you so much. If you're new to my channel and you like what I have to say, you like my videos, please don't forget to smash that subscribe button and go ahead and like and leave a comment. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys, and I'll see you on the next video.